Hey, what's going on, scholars? It's your professor here, Enlightened Enlisted, and today we are going to be looking at the first Moroccan Auxiliary Premium Squad in the Tunisia campaign. Today's video is broken down into 4 sections: the overview, gameplay performance, history of the unit, and my personal recommendations. Each section is timestamped for you if you want to jump around, but I suggest you watch this full video, and if you like it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, this is a premium squad for the allies in the Tunisia campaign, and it will cost you 2,499 in-game enlisted gold, which is roughly $22 US. The appearance of the squad is very colorful with the djellaba and the turban for the headgear. This is honestly probably the most unique looking squad in the game currently, and it's pretty distinct looking in games. Equipment wise, you will be using the Bétier M16 carbine, a Moroccan dagger, which looks amazing, large backpack, 3 medical kits, and of course your explosive pack. Perk wise, this 9-man squad has the 15% medical kit usage speed, 35% vitality, 12% increase of bolt action rifle firing speed, 10% increase of running speed, and 100% melee damage increase. The starting level is standard at level 4 and can be upgraded to level 5 for 72 bronze troop orders a piece, which is a stupid high price as it would be 648 bronze troops in order to upgrade your entire squad. As for in-game performance, it is pretty easy for this squad to dominate, with the Bétier having a quick ADS and open sights, making target acquisition a breeze. Damage profile for this rifle is a monster at 15.9 damage at 10 meters, which will down you no matter what, even if you have the vitality perk. Muzzle velocity is at 620 meters a second, so you will have to lead your targets at medium to long range more than you're used to. Rate of fire is at 68 rounds a minute, which is very respectable. Magazine size is at 5, which is a bit of a limit to how aggressive you can push with the squad. You're going to be reloading in mid squad on squad fighting 90% of the time, and that's going to take you 3.4 seconds to top off your rifle. Recoil is insane at 91 vertical and 39 horizontal, which, while that is a high number, it really doesn't matter as this is a bolt action, so you're zooming out each time you fire the rifle. One of the big differences between the Bétier and the Italian Machete is the absence of a bayonet. This puts you in danger of getting killed in most CQB situations, as it takes time to pull out your knife and it could be too late. The rifle for me personally is harder to use at longer ranges, and its sweet spot seems to be somewhere in that medium to medium close range ballpark. I took the large backpacks off these guys and put large grenade pouches to support my aggressive pushing ability with this squad, as you can never have too many explosive packs. I would suggest up close still ADSing to make sure you get a hit versus hip firing blindly. The dagger is fun for you to run around shanking people, but I wish they would have added a speed boost when you had it out, just like you have with the sword in game, which would highlight a historical aspect of the squad. Speaking of history, let's go over to the story about this unit. The first group of Moroccan auxiliaries was formed in 1940 and would be a key member of the French Expeditionary Corps. They were to supplement the gap that was left over by the French Foreign Legion, which mostly defected to the Axis when France fell to Germany. The Galmiers, which means tribe or people in Arabic, would be 12,000 personnel strong and formed into 4 regiments. These units would be commanded by French officers, and they would later fall under other Allied commanders. One of these notable commanders would be General George S. Patton in his Sicilian campaign. Another recognized Allied commander, General Harold Alexander, would simply say they are great fighters. However, their fighting ability came at a high price, as the regiments were riddled with war crimes allegations against the civilian population of both Italy and Sicily. According to the Italian government, there were 7,000 counts of these allegations, ranging from rape, murder, and kidnapping. Allied command did not acknowledge these reports, but that didn't stop them from importing women from North Africa. These women were imported in order to curtail their habits, and they were even designated on some supply reports as camp followers. It is impossible for us to quantify if this slowed down the crimes committed by the Moroccan auxiliary units, but in 2015, the Italian government did pay compensations to the victims. This, later in 2018, with the French government issuing a formal apology, shows the severity of these crimes during the war. Even though Allied command did not openly recognize these reports, they did execute 15 members and send 54 away to forced labor camps. These great fighters would see extensive combat in the operations around the Monte Cassino area. They specialized in nighttime fighting, which would provide them with a distinct advantage in the mountain terrain. Their participation in the Fourth Battle of Monte Cassino would be the tipping point, allowing the stalemate to be broken as nighttime assaults on Italian positions would be conducted. Lieutenant General Mark W. Clark would write about the Moroccan division to the Supreme Allied Commander Dwight D. Eisenhower, where he makes specific mentions about the knife-wielding auxiliary force and how they were key to the victory in the Monte Cassino area, saying, quote, "Italians fear the night as the Groms fear nothing." Despite the heavy fighting around the Monte Cassino area, the Moroccans would only suffer 3,000 casualties, basically 1/4 of their combat strength, with only 600 of them being killed in combat. The unit would continue to fight throughout the war all the way into Germany. The regiment would receive the Legion of Honor, the highest standard that France can bestow upon a unit. The Moroccan auxiliaries would also participate in the liberation of Corsica, Elba, and mainland France. Today, Morocco is an independent nation, and that unit is incorporated into the Royal Moroccan Army. Personally, I like this squad, but I can't recommend it. The rate of fire and the damage model are great, but with other weapons available to the Allies on Tunisia, you're better off just using an infantry squad with Lee Enfields, or better yet, an assault squad with Thompsons. If you are into collecting units or like to have a unique looking squad, then this is probably the best option in game thus far, and it is for that reason that I give this squad a 2.5 out of 5. Well, scholars, what did you think of today's review, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're down there, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. The bell notification will make sure you never miss another enlightened moment, and as always, scholars, hit those books and hit those bottles. Cheers.